What's happening, Jermaine Andre here. I'm going to show you how to throw and develop a powerful cross. As usual, like I always say, when you're trying to learn how to do something correct and to get the most out of the technique, you have to give yourself time to learn how to do it correctly, and you have to give your body, your muscles, time to develop, to throw it correctly, to make the movements. Your muscles have to develop the power, and they have to develop the flexibility. And then your brain's got to connect with your body so that your body can move in that direction. Just because you throw something that simulates or looks and appears like something that's correct doesn't mean it is. And you may never ever get the true power, get what really lies beneath everything that makes that what it is. Every technique that was created for a certain reason. And you have to, if you're trying to get into the martial arts or boxing or any kind of combat, fighting, and you want a style that's passed down to you, you have to learn how to do the techniques properly and learn why they exist, how they exist, what the intention of it was when it was created. You can't just go in and simulate it, and just because you're hitting a bag and it makes a loud noise or you got power doesn't mean that's correct. I can, for instance, I always tell people this. I say, this right here is wrong. Okay, that's not correct, but I can knock somebody out with it. All right, so if that's what you want your technique to be like, turn this video off, because I got nothing for stuff like that. But if you're somebody who's saying, man, you know what, I really want to develop the correct, punching power, correct kicking. I want to find out, I want to discover the secret. I want to give it a year if it does, 2 years, 3 years if it takes, to really develop the true understanding of where the power's coming from and how I can make my body, my full body, create and turn this one little technique into something that I can count on, for self-defense or inside competition time. So the power for the cross, one, hands up, I always tell you, make sure you got a good stance. And when I go to throw this cross, all right, here, and I want it to be a powerful cross, because anything, I don't really work on a quick cross, all right? Now I can, depending on once I start getting good, but you got to know the basic reason every technique was created before you start trying to do stuff that you see the pros doing or that you even see top amateurs doing. If you don't understand the first reason, the basic of why it was created, then everything else, it becomes a mess. All your techniques become a mess, and as you get into the rankings against the guys who learned their true ABCs of boxing or martial arts, you're gonna get creamed by them. And then you know what they're gonna use against you? The basics. All right, so when I'm here and I'm throwing this cross, first of all, that's my power punch. All right, I'm thinking that's where I'm going for the knockout. Okay, remember, I always say you never throw a one punch and expect to knock somebody out, but there are punches developed that you make that are supposed to be your knockout punch. That doesn't mean you stop punching after you throw it. You throw another punch behind it. So I'm here with the cross, all right, you can see right here. All right, that's my power, and of course I'm gonna step back and let you see my full body in a minute. Right here again. See, my cross has got nothing to do with this hand. I'm not opening up or dropping like I'm throwing a karate reverse punch or anything like that. It's got nothing to do with that, okay? Now, the key to that powerful cross is this. Grabbing my stance, and I'm gonna step back, you can see my feet in a minute. All right, grabbing my stance. When I throw that cross, this is how my body ends. That's where my power is. And then it comes back here. I'm not just pushing with my arm. Some people want to just do that, okay? Just push away, all right? The power comes from my body whipping my shoulder. See that? Boom. And then snapping it right back. That's all, boom, happening right in here. Like I say, it can take you years to develop that. Boom, okay? Look from that side, boom. Look how far my shoulder is. I'm facing this way. When I land that cross, boom, this is where I'm at, okay? And I'm going to the bag. It's just, I can't stress, man, how important it is for you guys to give yourself time. I watch, it's a shame what's happening to boxing and the martial arts guys, because it's becoming, we know how you think back in the 70s and the 80s when karate and stuff first made its way to America, and I think it made it in the 60s, 50s, 40s, but a black belt, if there was a black belt, you were afraid of a black belt. And then everybody started, giving black belts to 10-year-olds for doing 1 year of training. The 10-year-old can't even stand right, and it kind of corrupted the idea of a black belt. I mean, so, and that's, don't get me wrong, there are great black belts out there, but I'm saying the same thing's starting to happen to boxing, Muay Thai, and MMA, because people don't want to learn correctly. So you got all these gyms open up to make money, and you go in there and you got some guy who's you don't even know who your trainer is for the day. Come on, be real. And that's not saying there aren't good trainers there. I'm not saying that. I'm just making a point that it is becoming a point where everybody's just trying to make money off of the game. So how do you make money? You corrupt something. How do you corrupt something? You take the quality out of it, make it easier for people to learn. All right, when you take the quality out, something that's right ain't gonna be easy. You can't go and become the greatest chef in the world by skipping over everything that the greatest chefs in the world learned, that it took them 10 years to learn. That's the same thing with this. So when you're out there, if you're really trying to do it, if you're doing it for fitness and exercise, then all these little pop-up gyms, this cardio, fitness, kickboxing classes, all this stuff you see on there, and they got a picture of a half-naked girl doing, or a half-naked guy, posing for that stuff, that's perfectly fine. But if you're trying to do this correctly, learn the technique, give your body time to develop, and you can get the true power of it where you can pass it down to others, and it'll still live. And it won't be, in 10 years where MMA's a joke, and Muay Thai's a joke, and boxing's a joke because some tough guy in the neighborhood who's never trained in his life can beat the crap out of everybody who claims to do it because they're not learning correctly, okay? So, you got to hear my spiel, now just watch me throw this cross. Like I said, the most important thing, is this a training video or a talking video? The most important thing is you have to have a good stance. You don't have a good stance, you'll never have a good anything. Okay? See that? Turning through, penetrate that punch. All right, so just remember that when you throw that cross, think about your body, turning that body, letting your body throw your fist. My shoulder, I would say, pretend like that shoulder, bah, is what's throwing that fist, bah, and then whipping it right back, all right? And I'm Jermaine Andre, and that's how you develop and throw a powerful cross punch.